te conviene. Ella se...
Oh, they had fashion on their minds as they entered the building. Soon, the only thing the Spurs will be thinking about is a win here at home. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. In at the forward positions, Avdia and Kuzma. In the backcourt, it's Jones and Poole. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for the Spurs, Wall out there was Zach LaVine. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Gonzalez in at the center position. We're approaching the trade deadline, GA. How do teams decide if they're a buyer?
It comes down to goals and really your timeline. So some teams make deals to try to push them over the top this season. Others might find a player they love and trade for him with the future in mind.
And finished off by Avdia.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Gonzalez, and he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now here's Jones. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Kuzma against Gonzalez. Kuzma can't get it to go. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
And the Wizards with possession after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Jones. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Gonzalez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the paint, here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
That's how you set the table, and everybody gets to eat.
And a guy who's easy to trust, Smitty, running this offense, Tyus Jones.
He is completely unselfish, Kevin. He makes smart plays out there, knows when it's his time to score, and he's a second coach on the floor.
Pass to Poole. Johnson against Kuzma. Avdia kicks to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's money in the bank. Jones looks to score from deep whenever he can.
Crosses over. Gonzalez. That's good. Gonzalez has got 12.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Jones against Wall. Rejected by Gonzalez, and he's able to get it back. And the basket by Jones. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Gonzalez, and he jams it with authority.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Kuzma passes to Jones. Kuzma, right side, over Wembanyama. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for San Antonio.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Greg, it seems like the Wizards have been trying to find their edge against tough teams.
Yeah, and the first question is which end does it happen on, offense or defense? Because you can win tough games by being great at either.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Davis is out there with Kispert. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Koulibaly in at the small forward position. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jordan Poole has more freedom to create than ever before. He said there's a small group of people who get that chance. You have to make the most of your opportunity and put yourself in position to be successful. I never want any moment to be too big. Kevin, the ball is in his court now.
Yep, just the way he wants it. All right, D.A., thanks so much. Spurs leading by 9. Teardrop shot. Count it. Good. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Pass to Bagley. Tries it from 9. And he hits the jump shot. And Greg, when they talk about youth development, the days are gone when coaches divided guards and bigs when it comes to skill work. When did that change?
It's kind of a recent development, maybe the last 10 or 15 years. But it's amazing how the game has evolved.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Saric, and Levine subbed in for Norman Powell. There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. To the inside, here's Gonzalez, and that comes off the assist by Levine. 16 points for money.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Pass to Capella. And here's Kuzma. Back to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
This is the power Capella plays with. He doesn't mess around this close to the rim.
And one of the great rebounders in this league, Clint Capella, plays that role as well as anyone.
Greg, on a per-minute basis, few players are better. Sharp anticipation, works at it, and many of his points come from the offensive glass.
Here's Kispert, following the bucket by the Spurs. And here's Poole for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Spurs leading by 11. Gonzalez down low. Guarded by Poole.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now, here's Kuzma. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. From outside the arc, a rebound by the Spurs. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside, Jones. They need this. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's San Antonio in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Pop, how did you keep their offense down in the second quarter?
I thought missed a couple of shots. They missed some easy shots. So they helped us a great deal. So we were pretty fortunate that quarter.
Pop, thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Washington Wizards.
They left the floodgates to the paint wide open, offering up driving lanes. They're getting bullied. Makes me sick to watch.
You know what? That would have never happened, Shaq, if you were protecting that rim.
And now a subject that's always of interest, player movement around the league.
We know about DeRozan's consistency as a scorer, but he's also become a tremendous playmaker, which keeps the defense guessing and the offense humming.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Wembanyama's out there with Money. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Johnson, and it's Wall in at the point. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now here's Jones. 5 points in the game. Kuzma can't get it to go.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And, Greg, it just seems like every night Kyle Kuzma is going to put up double digits.
And he has the potential to be a double-double threat. Just needs to get more aggressive on the glass.
And Washington has possession, following the bucket by the Spurs. They double him with Wembanyama. And the wide-open shot from Avdia. The Wizards with another miss.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. Well, the NBA is investing in Africa with the Basketball Africa League. Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum said right now in Africa, sports is viewed only as competition, not as a business. What we're trying to demonstrate is that if you invest in sports, with the young, fast-growing population in Africa, there is a huge opportunity for high returns. Kevin?
It looks, DA, like a win-win, and we thank you for your report. The Spurs making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and a switch here also for Washington. Bagley's checked in. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Gonzalez. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got 3 assists tonight. And it's Jones with the ball for the Washington Wizards. And the basket Poole. Now, Avdia. No good on the 3. Outside Gonzalez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gonzalez has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Down low, Avdia, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
That free throw good from Avdia. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gonzalez with it. Now by Kispert. Gonzalez, that's good.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Gonzalez, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. And it's 37 points for money.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Makes it off the glass. Gonzalez has got 39.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Washington, sliding in at the wing spots, it's Poole and Avdia. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Jones in at the point.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Jones against Wall. And here's Poole for 3. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Here's San Antonio now. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And he dunks it down.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Wizards shooting 40% from the field. Wall against Jones. Pass to Poole. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Avdia. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Wall against Jones. Basket Poole. And here's Avdia. Feeds it to Capella. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great inside play by Clint Capella, using all of his size to find that shot.
Here's Gonzalez. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Passes it to Capella. Capella with a screen on Wall. Jones kicks to Poole. Lets it go from deep, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists in the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Money.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Jones, the pass to Poole. Kuzma outside. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Gonzalez into the lane.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win. Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Capella finds Kuzma. Now Jones. Here's Poole, and so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Money.